Here we are, everybody. How are you doing? A very big welcome to the Rich and Piers show. Oh, the poor lad here. We've dragged him out of his sick bed. Not quite kicking and screaming, but mate, you've been up all night.
I would never be kicking and screaming. It's been a big night though, but I'm here.
Big lemsip.
Big lemsip, big coffee, big water, but ready to go.
So excuse the sneezes. We'll try and get his microphone turned off if he gives us enough warning. But it's been an interesting morning.
It has. And, you know, we can start with Oracle. Should we start with Oracle?
I was going to start more with my morning.
Okay. Oh, yeah, you rang the bell this morning, didn't
you? So I was at the London Stock Exchange this morning with Smarter Web Company and Andrew Webley, who's somebody that we've had on the show a couple of times. And I think a lot of the guests have been following SWC as it rallied from 3 pence up to at 1.6 pounds.
Oh, my God.
It IPO'd at 3 pence.
Wow.
Threepence.
Wow.
It got up to £6. At £6, it was worth £1 billion sterling.
Wow.
And so eventually they've moved from Aquis to the LSE. So I was invited along to ring the opening bell this morning. We've got it all in video, so we're going to put out that video later on. And it was a lot of fun.
Serious rally, mate. Wow. Yeah. 3 pence to £6.
But then dropped back, and it's now 36 pence. Oh, no, 43 this morning. Yeah, 43.
Wow. I had no idea that was going. That's extraordinary.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it was, but really interesting. It's not quite the same as New York Stock Exchange, no. Which I believe you've, heard good stories about.
Yeah. I mean, it's a different ballgame, right? In terms of liquidity, in terms of the whole thing. But there are some, in terms of the London Stock Exchange has so many of these, particularly mining companies. Yeah. They have these tiny market caps that have huge rallies. I'm just not focused on it.
Well, we are going to be talking about huge mining rallies in a little while. Correct. But as you say, let's start with, coming up, we've got PayPal, which we're now calling PayPal.
PayPal.
We're going to be talking Oracle soon. We're going to be talking Palantir, of course, great results from them last night. And Pfizer reporting pre-market this morning. And then we'll be, looking at the market opens today. But as Piers alludes to, let's start off with Oracle. Big news yesterday.
This is an extraordinary situation. I mean, I've taken a lot of pain on this. I've been in and out. I've stopped out maybe 3 or 4 times. And yesterday we had a particularly unique situation where pre-market was down 6.5% with all the rest of software. It had a huge reversal. It was up, I think it was up 6.5%.
Yeah.
So it was like almost 14% off the low at one point as a result of them clarifying what they're doing with their debt deal, which was I think it is a 5-part debt deal over the space of 3 to 40 years maturity, $25 billion in the debt, and then they've got another $20 billion in equity, so it's debt and equity. They haven't actually done the deal yet, but they've showed the market what they want to do.
They're talking about a 5% dilution to equity holders, but if you're an equity holder and you're diluted by 5%, just to get the relief, you're happy, aren't you?
Exactly. I mean, where we are in this story right now, having clarity on what, at least on their strategy, is at least something, right? Yeah. So we saw that, but of course, then it closed down 2.5% last night, and it's down another 1.5% now.
Because they haven't actually done it yet. I mean, if I'm talking about a plan, right? I'm going to go to the gym. Yeah. I mean, okay, does that mean suddenly I've lost weight?
No, well, exactly, and that's what the conversation I had in my community yesterday. It's great
about you losing weight.
Well, actually, I'm actually over 100 kilos, which is extraordinary, man. We'll talk about that another time. The fact that they've showed us what they want to do is great, but as you just said, they actually need to now actually get the investors to actually do it.
And you don't know where that stock's going to come. We're trading at 158 now. 24 hours ago, we were trading at 174.
Exactly.
So, if I was going to be issuing 20 billion of stock, then what would I make? A 5% discount, maybe 6% discount? Well, it already lost that in the last 24 hours.
Exactly. I mean, quite frankly, I'm actually scratching my head with regard to this now.
Yeah, what do they have to do?
We've seen this, this saga's been going on for like 4 months, 5 months now.
Shall we take a look at the long-term chart and see exactly where it's come from? Because it is ugly.
It's an absolute mess.
There you go.
Every single rally gets sold.
But interesting that they are back to exactly where they were come May last year, before. Is that when OpenAI started to take off, or was it more Oracle involved?
Pretty much, yeah.
If we look at IBM, let's have a look at IBM, who haven't really
It's actually a
gone
good
all
point.
in.
If you think about that, by the way, it's just that taking out all of that additional heat since that moment.
Yeah. There we go. There's IBM. No, sorry, from May last year. So they have rallied, say, 230.
Yeah.
So IBM up about 40% in the time that Oracle's now unch.
It's quite interesting, actually. Big Blue have completely destroyed them.
Yeah.
And they're sort of just grinding, and the numbers the other day were quite good. I mean, they're not cheap, but they are sort of semi-cheap and high quality, and sort of a play on quantum, a play on AI, and sort of just grinding along. Meanwhile, Oracle are just having an absolute shocker. It's so tempting to buy Oracle.
I know.
Because it's Oracle, and it's so oversold. But it's punishing to do it.
And we've both been wrong in it. So do we just,
Totally.
is it time to take it off the screen then if we've been that wrong?
Do you know what? It's such a good question, Rich, because I mean, you know, that's what we should be doing, right? But I've still got it in the book.
You can't help but look at it.
Another 1.5%.
So right, let's go on to something that we've had a far better call in. Then that's PayPal.
Please don't mention PayPal. Oh, okay, there's probably one of the worst calls of my entire career. This pony.
I mean,
this is actually quite an interesting situation because I feel like I'm missing something.
we knew the numbers were going to be bad because the price action. Price action was giving you the biggest warning in the world. But when it's already sold off from 62 down to 52, you don't expect down another 17%.
It's very, very aggressive, mate. I mean, I need to go through exactly the sort of line items. They've got a new CEO who came from Hewlett Packard, who I think that probably added at least another 8% to the downside. I mean, he hasn't done a particularly good job there. But I mean, this company, I just don't understand how they're making money. They've got free cash flow. They're 8 times forward earnings. They've just got the OpenAI deal. But the numbers tell a completely different story.
Let's have a look.
It's a mess
at the store. So down, well, you know, they're now 15, down 17 now. Expects full year adjusted profit to range between a low single-digit percentage decline and a slight increase. So, okay, so they're saying roughly the same, compared with estimates of 8% growth. So there you go. It's an 8% warning. Now, an 8% warning, when you've already sold off going into it, you would think would be maybe down 10%, but no, not PayPal.
It's so aggressive.
It really is, isn't it? So yeah, new chief executive. The comment from PayPal says, while some progress has been made in a number of areas over the last 2 years, the pace of change and execution was not in line with the board's expectations. Sounds like a lot of football teams that you hear about.
Exactly.
While certainly a reputable executive, the big question is whether he will bring in, the new CEO, will bring in a formidable payments team to attempt yet another multi-year turnaround, or start to look reviewing options for strategic assets. That's from Evercore. So they're saying this is dead money.
They're quite good as well, Evercore.
Yeah. Dead money. So
more than dead money.
Thanks be to God, if I hadn't been stopped out in Micron,
thank God you didn't take.
I would have held this. So you know, Micron's been a shambles, but at least we got stopped out of a lot of things. So I had to cut a lot of the book on Friday. So thankfully,
we stopped out of that, by the way. I mean, that's a proper disaster. -7%.
That is a proper disaster. So you can see the portfolio now.
Here we go.
I kind of feel like we've got away with things because Micron cost us $2,500. So that really slapped. So Friday was looking horrible. But thanks to silver and our short silver position,
we never looked wrong on that, did we?
Never looked wrong at all. 120.
So good.
Down to 98. Now, I closed the short at 98 because I thought, right, that's made back the Micron money. So happy days, $98. Only to watch it then go to 74. And that was actually a bit tricky because we've got this position here, which is short the puts.
Are we net up on that position? No.
So between the short the calls and short the puts, they almost pay for each other, but it's $700 apart. But if that comes good, if silver trades between $75 and $110, we've actually got about 5,000 sitting in the bank there. And that is only for the next 3 weeks. It's got to stay between 75 and 110. Is that probable? Who knows? But for now,
that sounds kind of reasonable.
kind of reasonable.
Weeks, right?
I had a quick in and out on Palantir last night as well. Bought them at 158, sold them at 164.
Nice.
Woke up to that notification on the phone this morning from IG saying you've met your profit target.
Nice.
So let's talk about Palantir.
I mean, Palantir delivered last night, which you have
really
to
did.
credit where credit's due in terms of the revenue growth number. I thought that was particularly impressive because it was a 63% expectation, which was up from 57% the previous quarter. They came in at, I think, 65% revenue growth, which is, I mean, it's a long way away from where it should be in terms of the valuation. We've discussed it many times. The free cash flow was higher. The bottom line was higher. They beat on all lines.
It was, and even the guidance looked good as well. So I like this paragraph on the from Reuters here. The company, founded by tech billionaire Peter Thiel, with the CIA as one of its early backers, said on Monday that revenue derived from the US government jumped 66%. Now,
oh, really?
A little bit of controversy there as well, because of course they supply ICE with some of their software. So it is
all of their software, I think, actually.
All their software. So, a little bit going on with ICE in the US at the moment. So there has been some worries.
It's always been a very controversial name, this, politically speaking. I remember when it was trading at 10, everyone's like, Citigroup was saying, this is, a dodgy, political, ridiculous name. And here we are. But, they continue to deliver free cash flow, which for a company that, if there's one thing I could say about Palantir, which is their saving grace, is their free cash flow. Because a company that's growing this fast and is that expensive on a price to sales basis, the fact that they've got that much free cash flow, I've actually never seen a company that has, and that's Dan Ives' argument, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if you ask him about valuation, he just goes straight to the free cash flow. And fair enough, because I mean, it's very, very unusual for a company that's growing this fast to have that much free cash flow. So, it's impressive.
So yeah, car
UK heights.
Take it from Frosty.
So good.
Right. We had so Karp even talked about this on his call yesterday, saying the company was supporting in a critical manner some of the most interesting, intricate, unusual operations that the US government has been involved in. Of course, not specifying which departments he was talking about. What do we think on the stock here then? Last I saw it, it was about 160.
Where's it trading now? It was up like about 11% last time I saw it.
Hang on, where's let's see the chart for the last 24 hours. Yeah, 164.
I'd be interested to see what the analysts are saying after the dust has settled.
Because it's only really back to where it was 2 weeks ago.
I'd be surprised if the analysts were actually upgrading their numbers, but I mean.
Well, we do have some research out on the IG.
No matter how good their numbers are, and we obviously had the jump in the stock, but it's still very expensive. So there's only so far I can actually go.
Well, let's look at exactly what the research houses are saying then. Citigroup raises target price to 260 from 235.
Oh my God. Okay.
Incredible.
Wow.
Davidson cutting target price to 180 from 215. Mizuho cuts the target price to 195 from 205. Piper Sandler raises to 230. I would say that RBC raises target price to $90 from 50.
Aggressive.
They don't have a clue what they're talking about. Citigroup at 260, RBC at 90.
From 30 to 90. I love that so much.
I mean, this is just. Very seldom have you seen.
They've got no idea what they're doing.
Yeah, and
Citigroup's gone straight to punch you. What was their target?
260.
Okay.
So looking.
You asked that guy what price to sales ratio that's going to be on.
Well, it's exactly.
It's quite punchy, to be fair. 260.
I could see them at 260 in 5 years.
I mean, absolutely. If they continue to deliver and continue to grow aggressively, sure. Yeah. But let's just throw a dart at a ball and grab 260, shall we?
Or the next government comes into the US and cuts defense spending.
And then it's a different conversation, correct, yeah.
But the overall target consensus, if you put them all together, is $191, which, you know,
Okay.
feels about right. It's 160 to 190. I completely agree with that.
Which is quite interesting if you think about it. But I mean, listen, it's a very tricky stock. I've actually stopped trading it personally because I put it in the Tesla basket, which is essentially the sort of cult, untradeable, strange. Sort of, I don't have any particular feel.
Yeah.
It doesn't trade on traditional metrics and fundamentals, so I put it over there with Tesla.
Yeah. Okay, so that's
It's obviously a mess. Which
do you want to talk about football? They're all
really. I mean,
I told you not to get involved in this, didn't I? Did I say that?
the numbers are a miss on the bottom line, and it's down 16.5%, which is an absolute mess. I've got $75,000 of this, sadly, in my portfolio. But the way I see it, they've been given money by Disney to fix their balance sheet. They've got huge synergies with the entire ecosystem of Disney.
Yeah.
And I just can't see how it's not completely undervalued.
So it's actually worth talking about Disney as well, because they've had a rough
Absolutely.
4 to 8 hours.
It wasn't great for them yesterday at all.
We're trading 118
Where are they trading
market
now? Well, they are.
and 106. So
Quite a big rally from where they were yesterday.
yeah, but it's 7% drop yesterday, and just really
Probably a good buying opportunity for this thing, though, I think.
it's getting there, isn't it?
Yeah.
If I
It's
was,
a hard one, though, Disney. It's just not that exciting.
let's say they profit warn, right? Because of course that's part of the problem, is that if we're looking at a consumer slowdown in the future, we're looking at some kind of pullback on spending for the masses, right? Yeah. Not for the top 10%, but for the masses. Although if the dollar weakens, people have got more money to go to the Disney parks, take their kids, so they'll get the international back in, if ICE allow them into the country. And it's a tough one. I fancy selling puts at 95 in this and being a bit of a chicken and just saying, I don't want to buy them at 104. I'm happy to buy them at 95.
Fair enough.
Because if they warn, that's probably about the same price, isn't it?
I think that's probably the best strategy. I just don't have a particularly strong view or feel for Disney at this moment in time. I just feel like it's sort of just going to chop around in a range.
They're going to get a great
No
CEO,
particular
aren't they?
growth. Yeah, I think that's probably the key, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he's got to go and sort of right off in the sunset, and they need I mean, can you imagine following him into the business? They need the proper person.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not taking the mickey, but it's got to be somebody really strong, doesn't it? Oh, even when you're sick, you still get the jokes. I'm impressed. Right, the Pfizer. We talking about
numbers were slightly disappointing, but a small miss on the bottom, and I think it was a beat on the top.
Yeah, let's look at
Stocks down 4.5%, 5% pre-market.
These just out.
There you go. Yeah, revenue beat, bottom line miss, but stuck to their guidance. Stocks down 4.5%. It'll be really interesting to see whether it holds on to this technical range that it's in, with very, very boring type range, but very, very, very. If you look at, can we bring the Pfizer chart up?
Yeah.
It's held on to it perfectly at the bottom of that.
Why is this one not coming?
I actually gave up owning this because it just hasn't.
It's
been quite boring.
It's just been a very, very hard
There you go, look at that.
year so far to make any money.
They're so hard, mate. It's ridiculous.
So there's January, right? If we look at, I mean, okay, it's not
It's
exactly
actually quite a key level for Pfizer right here, by the way. It's held on
Yeah.
perfectly to this the entire way up. What's that, down 4.5?
Yeah, down, yeah, 4.5 at the 25.46 level.
Quite critical.
It is critical, but it's
boring.
Yeah.
Boring, but I still think that there's a very, very strong argument for them to be able to turn the company around and deliver dividends and cash flow and just be very defensive and just have it in your book.
Look at the way this thing trades, though.
Yeah, see?
Right? It was 25 back in March last year. throw anything at it, good news or bad news, it just trades at 25.
Still the same place.
Yeah.
Not a fantastic investment. But interesting, if you've got patience to just hold on to it for the next couple of years, I think.
It could do with taking one of its own blue pills and just getting a bit of strength in there for
Correct.
a rally to 30, couldn't it?
Correct, Amundo. So boring though. Look at it.
Right.
So they missed again. They need a catalyst, basically.
Yeah.
They need a growth catalyst.
Right, we've got 9 minutes till the open, so we're going to take a quick couple of minute break and we'll be back with you. We've got to talk more about silver, about copper, about gold. I mean, this, I don't know if it's trader's paradise or trader's graveyard, but it has been quite an incredible 4 days. We're going to be talking about that after the break. Join us then. Right, let's look at some of these pre-markets then. So equities have been behaving themselves, really. You've got the S&P 500, 6,985. That's up smalls on the day. NASDAQ is up 35 basis points. FTSE losing the percent that it was up yesterday. So a bit of a seesaw in the FTSE over 2 days. You got vol at 18.5. You've got oil at 62.5 still. Oil regaining some of what was lost yesterday. And then gold and silver.
I mean, that is the conversation, isn't it?
It really is.
I feel like it's going to take a while for it to find its feet at least.
Yeah, it's silver 9% up. It was down 10% yesterday. The volatility has really thrown it back and forward, isn't it? But have you ever seen anything like it?
I don't think either of us have ever seen anything like it, ever.
Right, and then
It's going to take a while for it to settle down, I think.
Oh, what's that, producer Phil? We got a technical thing.
What is it?
Okay. Yep, great. We'll be back in one. And we're back straight on to the opening bell. We've got PayPal. Oh my God, that really is PayPal. So
What's it down now?
down 18.6%, mate.
It's an absolute mess.
Oh,
On top of everything we've seen. And Foodberg's down 25. Extraordinary open.
It's
On top of all the downside we've seen, another 25 and another 18.
Red Tuesday. Right, Salesforce down 3.3. We've got Oracle down one. Well, down one. It's holding around the 158 level.
I might have to cover my SanDisk yet again.
I'm not gonna touch Oracle.
Yeah.
Let's see what the winners are. There is an up 10%, and that is, of course, Palantir. Palantir at the 162 level, slightly less than it was pre-market, of course. 164 it touched, 166 in pre-market. You got Intel up 4% yet again. Great call on that one, sir.
Nice.
Touching $51. You got Moderna up 3, United Airlines up 3. AMD ahead of numbers tonight. We're going to preview that one in about 10 minutes time. Of course, AMD numbers out after.
They should be quite interesting tonight. All about whether or not they can continue to take market share from NVIDIA in the GPU accelerators.
Yeah. Right. So we'll
just like what they did to Intel in the CPU business.
We'll preview that one as we get closer to the end of the show. Boeing up 2.4. We got Broadcom up 2. American Airlines in line there with United. And some decent moves. But let's go across. Palantir now touching 165. So some people taking profit on the open.
Wow. Fair enough. They were good numbers.
Do you know what I'm going to do? I am going to go in. We got 32. It's probably 2 minutes until the options market opens on Palantir. I am going to sell some puts because I think that is them safe for another couple of months, isn't it?
Totally fair enough.
Where are our Palantir? There they are. Palantir, I'd look at the March 20th expiry. They're not quite open yet, so I'm going to keep the eyes on that one because I would like to. Palantir 162, where will they not sell down to? They're not going back to 150, are they?
I mean, after those numbers, I think it's very unlikely that we see a proper sell-off anytime soon, right?
Yeah. So, right, I'm going to try and sell.
Even though it's expensive,
there we go.
Totally put a floor under it.
3 at
probably more
6.
Probably more like you to go back to 180, I would imagine.
580, 585. We'll take that. So I'm selling 3 contracts at 585, right? That means I'm getting nearly $6 to say that I will promise to buy Palantir off the person who bought the option from me at 150. So if the stock goes down to 150, that person will sell me 300 shares and I will own them at 150. But of course, because you've got the $6 of premium, you're really buying them at 144. Of course, if they don't get there, then I just get $1,800. And that is March the 20th. I think that's quite a good
which is a perfectly safe situation for you.
Because let me see.
You love selling puts, don't you?
I love selling puts. It's my favorite because it's almost like getting a discount on the stock.
I wish whenever you do that, I always think to myself, it feels like free money.
Well, I tell you what, in some cases it really proves not to be, such as Oracle. That was one I got very wrong in the selling puts.
Where's that trading? It's down 1.5% again. It's so tempting to buy it here, though.
No, we said we're going to take it off the screen.
We're not going to do it.
We're going to take it off the screen. Right, at what level is PayPal a buy?
Very, very, very good question, mate. I mean, I'd like to say now.
I mean, $78?
I mean, it's not like they've got. I mean, it's trading on 7.5 times earnings, but there's obviously something wrong with the business. Otherwise, it wouldn't be down this aggressively, right?
Is that the new earnings?
This is not a good situation.
I just don't. Microsoft.
I actually haven't looked at the price of after the show. I'll go and have a look at the price earnings ratio. But I can't imagine it's gone to like 30 times earnings. I mean, it'll still be cheap.
Well, no, because the earnings cut was about 8%, right?
Yeah.
So with the stock down 16,
so there we go. So it's gone from 8.5 to 8% worse than that.
Yeah.
Which is still very cheap.
Right, Microsoft. Microsoft's another
doing
one.
right now?
417.
Software's getting hammered. That's what it is.
Microsoft, they've only got the daily options up on Microsoft. Why is that? I would really have liked
Still
to
going down. It's amazing, isn't it?
sell a Microsoft put.
Okay.
But the monthlies aren't up there. So we're going to have a look at that one.
Absolutely getting hammered.
What names in particular are you looking at there?
Well, I just brought up Microsoft because you mentioned it, but ServiceNow. Let's look at that thing. What's that? See, there you go, down another 5.8%. It's extraordinary. So the IGV, which is the software ETF,
Yeah.
is, well, I thought it was oversold a few days ago, and it's down 4.5% since that moment. So now it's properly oversold. Look at it.
You are not kidding.
If you put that up against the SMH, it's quite an extraordinary.
That's a 3-month chart of the software ETF that you're talking about there.
I've never seen it like it.
Even year to date, it's from 105 down to 87. This is the worry that AI is going to take over there.
There's a huge conversation going on about exactly how AI is going to, which parts of the business are going to have their lunch eaten by AI, which are not. I think it's slightly exaggerated based on everything I've read. It's a hugely sort of capitulating situation, which is massively exaggerated, if you ask me.
Oh, 87.
Especially in Microsoft, by the way.
Well, that's it, especially if they get it wrong. That's. I'm tempted to outright buy some Microsoft, but I am aware.
It's so oversold, mate. So oversold.
Certainly on that 3-day rule of yours. Well, we're on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're on day 5, day 6 now, and it's still going.
Yeah, 3-day rule works unless, of course, it's being hammered by everyone.
And everybody owns it.
IGV's down another 2.5%. That's extraordinary.
So yeah, Microsoft tempting there. I'll put that on the watch list. I'll be looking for that one. I might even put an order in just to try and get some cheap ones around about the 412.5 level. So 412.5, I'm going to try and buy just
up 6.5 now. Interesting.
Which one?
Palantir opened up 11, now up 6.8.
Oh, well, I'll be getting killed on that on short puts then. I'll get them at 150 soon. Yeah, I'm going to buy 30 shares there of Microsoft at 412.5.
Fair enough.
So for a first print, $12,000 worth.
Fair enough. I agree. It's now is the moment. I actually thought that about 2 days ago, but now it's properly oversold.
Yeah, so Palantir top of the others. Alcoa up 2.5. What else? Plug's had a tricky couple of days.
Plug up today?
Plug's up,
what's
smalls, 210.
I actually had to. I got out of my small caps because they're just all over the shop, and this tape is not great for small caps.
Everything's just a bit hard, isn't it?
It's just too hard.
Yeah.
One day it's up, one day it's down with zero reason. Small caps are just having a tough time.
Yeah. Micron.
Even large caps are having a tough time.
Shall we have a look? Because this is, of course, the stock that's cost us most this year. That's
Micron's red, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank God for that.
This has cost me all of my performance on the
Do
year.
we still have that in the book?
No. Heck no.
It's been tough, hasn't it?
This thing got cut at 444. Where are we?
It's been a very tough situation, this.
Yeah, it must have been on this first one. So it got cut, Wednesday evening at aftermarket on Wednesday. So was that when Meta came out?
We got stopped on that, right?
Yeah, it got stopped on that 444. So
it's been so brutal, this thing.
And of course,
it needs to roll there.
Of course, then it dropped to 420.
Of course, and then straight back up again yesterday with SMH. I covered some. I had short SMH. I covered some of the free market yesterday because it just had that feel to it where I thought to myself, it's just going to rip again.
Yeah.
But at least it's rolling now though a little bit.
SanDisk
$50 too high.
One of on the chat, somebody is saying SanDisk improving.
Is SanDisk still up?
It is up 2.8%, but it was up far more. So it touched 723.
Yeah.
It's now at 683. Well, this is
Still green though. It's extraordinary.
Can't really touch this thing either, can you? I mean,
it's kind of getting there. I mean, if you're looking at this for the first time, it is kind of sort of not only is it technically overbought, but it's also miles above any of the price targets.
Yeah.
I think there's 2 price targets above where it is that came out 2 days ago. Apart from that, they're about $50, $70 lower than
looks like
most of them $100 lower actually.
looks like a chart of silver,
It's extraordinary, isn't it?
or what used to be silver.
Huge amounts of exuberance in that.
Yeah.
Loads of gamma.
Where else are we seeing exuberance? Let's take a quick look in the UK to see what's been going on there today. Of course, the wow, Relics down 16%.
Which one's that one?
This just shows you that people that are really involved in this market know nothing, because somebody at Cazenove told me this was their top pick of the year, and that was in December. That was their top pick, and that is down 16% today. I'm assuming that's a warning, but absolute classic. I mean, this thing has been absolutely murdered.
Wow.
And I am
assuming that was earnings.
Tumble on Claude legal. Shares in European software companies that provide services to the legal industry fall heavily because a legal plugin for Claude. So Claude is now a lawyer.
Yeah. Extraordinary.
Oh dear. Well, this is just
Messy.
Yeah.
There's quite a few messy things. This earnings season has been all over the shop.
It's AI certainly putting the cat amongst the pigeons, isn't it? So WPP also down 9%. You got Pearson down 6.5%.
WPP is down 9%.
JD Sports down 6%. I mean, this is not a great day.
It's not, is it? What's the Nasdaq doing right now?
Well, it's typical. I talk about the UK, and you go straight back onto
just checking what's going on over there
in the real stocks. Iron Brew up 7%. That's what we like. 6.7% for AG Bar. You've got Anglo American. The miners are strong yet again. Rio Tinto approaching £70 a share. That is a new all-time high.
Miners is that a new all-time high for that one?
Yeah.
Wow.
And
the miners are just so strong, it's ridiculous.
Anglo's £36. It took 18 months, but from that very first bid from BHP, when they came in to try and buy Anglo American, that is now 70% above where they were when BHP came to bid for them. So they managed it. That's
quite impressive.
Yeah.
It's nice to see the miners doing well, to be honest with you.
It's nice to see Vodafone at 111.
Where's that trading? Your favourite stock in the where's it trading?
£1.11.
Quite impressive. There he is. Wow.
But
you selling that?
Never sell Vodafone. Diageo also approaching £17. So
it's trying very hard to break out, although we still need some news of some kind to help it to go higher. Asset sales or some sort of new strategy. It's just an incredible amount of bad news priced into this stock.
Actually, when we have to look at when this one has
its... cut it the other day, sadly.
Oh, really?
Just pure book management, but it'll definitely be back in there.
Well, the results could be sometime soon, I guess. So let's...
I can't wait to see what they've got to tell us.
I'm kind of scared after today's results.
I just need to hear what Dave Lewis has to say.
Yeah.
I just would love to hear exactly what his strategy is for this. I mean, he's very good at what he does, right?
Yeah.
And he hasn't told us anything so far. I can't wait to hear what he's got to say.
Right, okay, I'll give you what you asked for then. Seeing as you've been sick all day. Oh, Nasdaq's coming off in a straight line. We've got...
There we go, thank God for that.
Now down 40 bips.
It's so tired, man. All these, I mean, everything's so bloody tired, isn't it?
Do you think so? Well, you're...
Yeah, I feel like...
It sounds like you're tired after being up all night with the...
I mean, even the Nasdaq's very tired. We just desperately need a sell-off. right? Of some kind.
But it never comes. It tries.
That's the point. It tries and then it doesn't. And everyone I speak to is just sitting there waiting for a sell-off.
Yeah.
For the last 6 months in a row.
Yeah. Silver now up 11.
Which is why it doesn't happen. Silver's up 11.
Silver's up 11. Gold, it's interesting. Silver's kicking on, but gold isn't. Gold still as it was this morning, up 5.5.
88, is it? Wow.
Yeah, 88. Whoa, after
So
all
wild,
that.
this thing.
And then, if I tell you what, if this goes back to 105 now, then I've never seen anything like it.
If it goes back to 105, then I'm just going to put that immediately down to pure overcooking sort of options, whatever. Just,
yeah.
It's a wazzy, it's a woozy. I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, again, take it off the screen.
Completely the wrong price.
I've said it a couple of times today. The market at the moment is very hard to make money in. The CTAs are manipulating prices so much because, do not get it wrong, right? All the chat of central bank buying and you know the tightness in the silver market. This was CTAs, and you saw it in gold as well. That the momentum, it just you can tell in the way it trades. It's tick, 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 higher, higher, higher.
Yeah.
Never takes a break, and that's when you know it's the machines that are in there. I want to show you a graph of the gold price from the Federal Reserve. It was just mind-blowing to see how it traded that day.
It's still miles off the highs as well, by the way.
Let's see if we can get this centered up here. Yeah, so this must have been, yeah, there we go. So Fed, 7 p.m., right? When the Fed came out, it was trading at 5,290. And we saw the rally up until 10 p.m. that night.
What day was it on? Oh, yeah.
Over the Fed. So 5,400, and then it continued the next day. And this is the bit of the chart that I really want to show everybody, is from 5,500 up to 5,585. That's a 1.5% move, which doesn't sound a lot, but when you're talking about gold, 1.5% is a huge move, and it did it. Just relentless buying.
It was absolutely extraordinary price action.
And then
I've never seen anything like it in my life.
I've never seen gold trade like that. Down
Never.
8% in a matter of 1 hour.
Yeah, exactly. Which makes sense after the move that we saw to the upside, right?
Yeah.
It's all been just so exaggerated.
God, it's scary. Good stuff, right? We're going to be talking about AMD after the break then. We are going to have a quick 2-minute break, and we'll also show you the video from the London Stock Exchange this morning.
I'd love to see that.
You're going to take the mick, aren't you?
I would love to see that.
We'll see you in 2 minutes. Thank you. Hey, we're back. Welcome back. So we're going to talk about AMD. Palantir's given a lot back here.
Where's Palantir trading now?
It is. Let's get an
+5 probably.
update.
Where is she?
Let's get an update on these.
+5.5. Well,
156. I was a bit quick off the mark.
that is a perfect representation of the tape we're in right now, though. To be fair,
It's true, isn't it? The great
unless
numbers.
of course your name is SanDisk, and then you do another 15 per day on the highs.
All the money's coming out of this to go into SanDisk, clearly. Intel holding their gains, as are the airlines. Delta up there now as well, up 2.6. But on the downside is the one that we don't want to look at because it's PayPal
What's that doing right
down 18.
now? Do I want to look at it? Not really. Thank God I don't have any shares in that right now.
IBM, we were talking about before market, down 4.5 today.
That's quite interesting.
Oracle now down 2.3.
Oh my God.
156.
I just don't know what's going on with that stock.
I tell you what.
As you said, I should probably take it off my screen, mate.
What do you think about buying Microsoft at 412? I think I'm going to get these days.
I think it's very oversold, and I totally agree with that. And quite patient, because this is like day 5 of the sell-off, right? Day 5 today? Yeah.
I might be being a dick for a tick.
Well, it's very oversold, and it's Microsoft. So at the very least, you've got a huge amount of downside, unless, of course, the market decides to have another huge sell-off.
Right, let's do our poll then. Poll of the day is, do you think Rich is being a dick for a tick waiting for Microsoft? So what level will Microsoft hit? Is it a buy here? Do I wait for my 412? Do I go down to 410 on the price action today? Or don't touch it with a barge poll? So that is
Quite a few options there.
the poll. There's 4 options. That's going to keep.
There's nothing that particularly exciting about it, apart from the fact that it's one of the best companies in the world and it's oversold. So that's kind of that's
buy it here. Yeah, producer Phil going to get that up for
actually
us.
almost red.
No, that is
15 basis points.
that's a proper reversal.
It was up 7 on the open, so this is a whole new world. I've got and now it's just popped into the red.
Wow.
I've got a small short in this, so.
Do we have any idea why it was up in the first place today?
The entire space has had huge. I mean, Western Digital, SanDisk themselves had fantastic numbers. So just explosion, huge amount of analyst upgrades.
Yeah.
Some guy came out with 790 yesterday on SanDisk.
So it decided to go halfway
he
there.
upgraded from 220 to 790.
Oh my goodness! Right, let's
Quite the upgrade.
let's see. Wow, there's your Microsoft poll.
Market actually.
In the meantime, while you are answering that, let's look at your AMD earnings previews. So, oh my goodness, what I've got up there, completely the wrong one. Right, guys, give me a second here. I'll get the up-to-date one. I'm trying to read you a preview for 2024. Where is our...
IBM is
Here we go.
definitely one to keep an eye on, but I'm just waiting for the entire market to have a sell-off, so you can find stocks like that are on sale.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely, I just think everyone needs to have quite a lot of patience with this particular market.
Sound like take that. AMD will provide the market with insight into how AI intelligence narrative is developing at a time of renewed uncertainty. So we're getting numbers tonight. EPS expected 132.
That's quite impressive, isn't it?
9.67 billion in revenue, and it's a 9% expected move. Let's see if we can get that a bit closer for you.
Me, by the way, 9%.
So off to a strong start in 2026. The stock was up 17%. In January. That compares to NASDAQ gain of 1.5 over the period. Strong growth in AI segment expected to continue to contribute to its bottom line with solid server performance from the MI350s, and AMD announced a partnership with OpenAI and Oracle recently. Not sure if that's cheered by investors.
Yeah, that's kind of a tricky subject.
It really is, isn't it?
OpenAI orbit.
Right, so they're...
Interesting to see what they say about their market share in the GPU accelerator business, though.
Yeah, that's going to be key, isn't it?
If they can continue to chip away at that market share against NVIDIA, which is exactly what they did to Intel in the CPU business, it will be quite critical.
132 expectation, 120 was your EPS last quarter. So I'm going to go for 135. They got to get at least 135, don't they?
That's fair.
And then, bullish.
I expect them to be quite strong tonight.
Yeah. There are 0 sell ratings on this stock.
Really? That's quite unusual for AMD. 0 sell ratings. I think that's the first time I've ever seen that, ever.
Yeah.
This usually is somewhat of a battleground stock. That's quite interesting.
They talk about this in this latest episode of Industry. So Industry...
They talk about this stock?
In episode 3. No, they talk about if there's no sell ratings on a stock.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a bit like Wirecard situation. So they want to put a short on. And that's one of her arguments, which is fair.
Fair enough. That's quite interesting, though. In the entire time I've looked at AMD, I've never once seen it there's at least 5 or 6 sell ratings at all times on this stock.
Yeah.
I would have lost money if you'd bet me on that. I would have definitely lost money on that one.
Yeah, exactly. Monkey Man, thanks for that comment. Good to have you. Good to have you in the keeping it there.
Paper.
A 1 minute silence, James Dalton. You're not wrong.
I hope he cut that. Poor guy.
God.
One of the guys in my community who was absolutely, just like I was, very, very keen on paper.
Well, let's see where it's still down 17.9. I wondered if it was down 20 at that point.
It's still on the lows.
Palantir
So
now
bad.
155.
I need to get to the bottom of exactly what's going on with this stock.
Yeah. Right then, let's have a little look at my morning this morning at the London Stock Exchange, where we were ringing the bell with Smarter Web Company, of course, the Bitcoin Treasury company that is now trading at 43 pence, having... The first time we had Andrew on the show, it was trading at 32 pence. And let's just have a look at the full chart of that. Let's see how far back we go. You can see this stock traded as high as £6 intraday. And it's gone from 22 pence, 33 pence. You had a real chance to get in there. And now back at 43 pence. However, of course, they have grown a lot in the meantime because they now own, how many Bitcoin is it they own now? Let's see what's the update.
Poor things. How many they own?
We'll cut to the video of them ringing the bell at London Stock Exchange this morning.
I can't wait.
Have you ever wondered what it's like to list your company on the London Stock Exchange? Well, we are here today to go behind the scenes as Smarter Web Company's Andrew Webley rings the opening bell. You're going to be here with us.
So we're going to come out onto the balcony about 2 or 3 minutes before open. You're going to stand here on the podium. The video that plays, you'll hear from our CEO. She speaks for about a minute, and she's going to tell you when to press the button. You're going to press the button, which is going to launch the minute countdown. And we're going to watch the countdown on the screen. We'll encourage everybody to count down from 10 out loud. And then when the market opens at 8 o'clock, we'll have your share price live displayed on the screen. We'll have a lot of confetti and hopefully a lot of cheering. It's a big moment for you.
We connect great ideas to capital, helping to build a better future for everybody. And values like trust. For 300 years, trust has been at the heart of every transaction in this city. It still is. Hence our motto, our word is our bond.
Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So that's it, Smarter Web Company live on the London Stock Exchange. The opening bell happens every morning that there's a new company listing on the exchange. And imagine just clearing all that confetti up afterwards. Right, so that was it. That was why I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning. This one, poor thing's not been up. We didn't get any sleep last night because he's been, is it just sneezing cold or is it?
I was dealing with Hong Kong, multiple things going on.
It better not be the stomach bug. If you give me the stomach bug, I will be.
If I do, then I apologise now.
Right, Smarter Web Company on 2,674 Bitcoin.
Where's that trading now?
Yeah, 43 pence.
Wow.
But that makes it worth around 150 million.
Is it?
And he came to
150 million.
150
Wow.
million sterling, and he came to the market at 10 million. So, if you want to hear more from Andrew Webley, I'm going to have an interview with him tomorrow. We'll try and get that out onto the IG page. Make sure you give us a like, a subscribe, and send Piers in some more Lemsip so we can get him back tomorrow.
I will be on form tomorrow after a huge sleep.
The longest sleep in the world. Thank you very much, all. We certainly hope that you are not in PayPal. We hope that you're not in, what's that?
Fubo, which is down on the lows, down 27%. But thank God I've only got a small position in that.
All the best.
We'll
Good
do
luck.
tomorrow.
Keep your wrist tight because it is a tricky, tricky market. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks, guys.